Hi everyone. Today is November the 15th, 20, and I just wanted to make this quick video. I was supposed to had already made it, gotten it up, and I wanted to release. The Holy Spirit was pressed on me this morning. He was pressing on me yesterday, and he's been pressing on me, and it was strong today, and he really spoke very loud and clear in my spirit to let me know it's time to release it, to get it out. He had spoken to me, I think it was about 2 days ago, and he had 2 or 3 days ago that he was going to send another wave, that he is allowing the Gentiles to be deceived, and with these a spirit of deception, and that he's doing this so that they will be put to shame before his bride, and to make them humble themselves and submit in his house and come to his bride and eat, because she is his new mouthpiece. And he's doing this, and he put the spirit of deception in their midst. He had already been telling me a month ago that he was going to put the spirit of deception in their midst, that it was an evil spirit, and it was going to cause them to stumble and err. So he told me a couple of days ago, he said, I am going to send out another wave. And he said, I am going to put the Gentiles to shame again in front of my bride. He said, I'm sending another wave. And what he's sending, these waves, is waves of confusion. And it's going to cause them to stumble and err through the spirit of deception he has placed in their midst. And once again, they will fall, stumble and fall in the presence of his bride. And when it's said and done, he said they're going to go silent, because they're going to realize that they are being deceived, and they're going to acknowledge that the bride is right, and they're going to come running, crawling under the bride's knees. They're going to come running under her knees, to her kneecaps, basically, to sit at her kneecaps, and they're going to go quiet and to eat. He said that he's humbling them to silence them. And she is the mouthpiece he's using right now. But I am seeing it. He has shown me big individuals here on YouTube that you high stature, they're speaking lies, they are being deceived, they can't see it, they're prophesying lies, and I can see it clear, just like he said the bride can see it, and I see it crystal clear. And I'm like, wow, the things he has been prophesying to me are beginning to come to pass. And I'm like, wow, just like he said, it's coming to pass. I know I've had other things. He had warned me, concerning the coronavirus, that he did. And when that came to pass, he wowed me then again. I was like, God, all glory to you, all glory to you, to honor him when he speak and these things come to pass. All glory to him, none to us. We don't deserve nothing, because it's not our words. And just because we speak it, we don't deserve the glory, because it didn't come from us, it came from him. So all glory to him that he is doing the Mount Carmel moment. He is answering with fire, just like I said in the other video I posted, it's been maybe about 5-6 days ago. It's a Mount Carmel moment where he's answering by fire. The fire is burning up the false prophets. It's silencing those that he is not using in this hour or calling to speak for him. It's going to silence them. And he said it would be three things. The first one has happened. He said a second one is coming. He said the third one will silence them. They will begin to start going silent. After the third one, they will begin to catch on that he's not standing with them. He's not using them to speak for him. They're going to start discerning it. And many of them, after the third attempt, are going to start going silent. They're going to start realizing that his word is not in their mouth. And I see a second wave. I see the second wave coming. I don't know what the third thing is going to be, but the second wave, I see it. I see what it is, and I know what the second one is. I see it. And I just wanted to say that for the Gentiles, those of you that are refusing to submit and humble yourselves and eat from his bride, that this shame, I can see crystal clear. The shame and the embarrassment, I see it crystal clear, you guys. And when you do come out of this thing and your eyes come open, you're going to look back. Those of you that are hardening your hearts in this hour, you're going to look back and you're going to see your shame. You can't see it because you're in the moment, but when you come out and you come out of this thing, you're going to see it. You'll see it then. But what he has to do, he's got to humble you. A humble man can see, a proud man cannot, because pride and arrogance blind you. That's why he tells people don't operate in these spirits, because Satan was operating in that spirit, and that is what has blinded him. Those spirits. When he began to humble you, this affliction, this shame, that is what's going to help you see the truth. And your eyes will begin to come open. Even though it's embarrassing, it's a blessing for those of you that are his children, he's going to do this to. Look at it as a blessing in disguise. You know the saying, it's a lesson to receive a blessing. This is what he's going to do. You're going to get a blessing. He's going to bring you out of your deception, but it's going to cost you through this lesson. And be thankful, even though you're embarrassed. Just be thankful that he pulled you out, because there are some that refuse to humble themselves and submit. They're not going to come out. They're going to go deeper and further into the deception, and this will lead them into worshiping the beast and taking the mark, and they will bow down. So if he rescued you out of it, be thankful for those of you that he's going to do that to, that he had mercy on you. And although we, the bride, can see her shame, we see these things. It's not funny, because you guys seen our shame, and many of you laughed at us. You mocked us and scoffed us and talked about us when he shamed us in front of you, and y'all laughed at us. You guys laughed at us in our calamity and mocked us worldwide. And now as Scripture says, the Gentiles, you're going to, it says in one of the scriptures that we will receive double for our shame and confusion, meaning double blessings. And then it says, and confusion for the Gentiles, you will rejoice in your portion. That is what's happening to you now. You guys are fixing to drink your bitter cup, and you're going to rejoice in your portion of shame now, because he says he's abasing you in the earth. And I know what I'm saying to you guys is hard right now. It's hard to swallow and hard. The reason it's hurting you is because of pride. Pride and ego and arrogance is what's causing it to hurt. But it's the truth. If it's hurting you, you know it's truth. And even though we see your shame, we're not laughing, because we've been there and we know how it felt. We know the embarrassment. When you look back, we know how it felt. So we don't laugh. We're not laughing. I'm not laughing. And I'm saying to you, I've been there. We have been there. Our people were reduced before you guys in the earth. We've been there. And so because we've been there, we know how it feels. We know it hurt when we were there. Now that it's your turn to go through it, we will understand your pain as you go through it now. You can't say we don't understand, we don't know how it feels. You'll never be able to say that to us when you come to us, because we were there and we do know. And so when you turn and come back, those of you that realize the truth, we will sympathize with you, because we know how it feels. We can sympathize with you, and we can help you get up and get yourself together. Okay? Just know this. We will be here for you out of love. Okay? We will be here. You're going to need us. You think, some of you, that you don't, but you're going to need us. Those of us brides here on YouTube he's using, and brides in the streets, wherever, you're going to need us. I'm telling you, you're going to need us. We'll show you love and we'll help you. Just reach out your hand. Ufa, African ufa, meche. Just reach out your hands and we will grab your hand and we will help lift you up, brothers and sisters. We will lift you up, okay? We will be here for you. We're not worrying about, we know we've been there. We let it go. We will help you get back up on your feet. In the end, I want you guys to know that, okay? Because we've been there and we know how it feels. We know how it feels. That is all that I have for you guys on this, and I feel in my spirit that I know I've got more words to do. I've got more work to do. I'm supposed to, my plate is always full, and there's more stuff that he wants to talk to you guys about and get out to you guys. So just be looking for another word to come, because I feel it coming on. There's going to be another prophetic word from him coming. But just be on the lookout. And he did mention to me that when you guys humble yourselves and begin to come down, that once you begin to go silent and get in place in his house, he said this to me, that he will begin to love on the Gentiles. He's going to love on you and basically woo you. And he says when he does it that you're going to enjoy it. Then he will begin to speak the things to to love on you. And you won't be hearing all these rebukes and things, but the rebukes come before the love. I went through that process in the fire in the beginning. I had to go through all of that, the rebukes, for a while. Then he started beginning to speak the love to me, when I started getting in place. Well, he's going to do the same thing with you guys. Once you start getting in place, then the messages will become more gentle, and he will begin to speak lovely things and reveal more things to you that you didn't know about. So these are the scriptures that go with this word. And he gave me Zephaniah 2:3 says, "Seek ye the Lord, all ye meek of the earth, which have wrought his judgment. Seek righteousness, seek meekness. It may be ye shall be hid in the day of the Lord's anger." And he said what he meant by that is that once the Gentiles are humble, they have humbled themselves, and then it may be that he may have mercy on them during their time of need. Nahum 2:5 says, "He shall recount his worthies, they shall stumble in their walk, they shall make haste to the wall thereof, and the defense shall be prepared." And that's speaking of the error, the stumbling through the deception. And Joel, the 2nd chapter and the 3rd verse says, "A fire devoureth before them, and behind them a flame burneth. The land is as the Garden of Eden before them, and behind them a desolate wilderness. Yea, and nothing shall escape them." This is speaking of the bride, Israel, God's army, and it's like the Garden of Eden when they first step on the scene, wherever he sends them out, and by the time they open their mouth and God gets through speaking and prophesying, it's like destruction and everything is set on fire, and behind them it's like fire everywhere and smoke everywhere. His word burns up the chaff. So basically that is all. These are all the scriptures he picked and verses, and that's all that I have for this word. Thanks for watching.